INEC went into 2023 probes with already prepared results. Dalung. The truth remains that even after Bola Ahmed Tinubu's inauguration, Nigerians will continue to talk about these 2023 presidential election results. They will continue to talk about these presidential election and all that. So, it's not left for the judiciary to address this because this is going to go for a long way. You just be like, then they talk, say, if person they get misunderstanding with person, the best thing to go about it is just to address it. Not be say you go just keep quiet like nothing happens and make everybody waka go their own like that. Now lie, the matter still don't on top until you trash it. And until this government and the judiciary trash the issue of the 25% on grant, trash the issue of voter suppressions, the issue of manipulations of results, irregularities they are talking about and all that, Nigerians will continue to talk about these election results, even the next generation to come, unless this is addressed. Well, let's quickly hit the news and get the full details. But before then, guys, if you are just joining us, please kindly subscribe to this channel and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you. Comrade Solomon, the former Minister of Sports and Youth Development, has urged President-elect Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his APC to put Nigeria first by forming a government of national unity, GNU, and not revel in victory as there was none. In this valedictory interview to bid his mentor, President Muhammadu Buhari, farewell to Daura, Dalung Solomon said he was not disappointed that Buhari failed on his second term in office, finishing as president of the Villa and Traveler of Nigeria. He said, "Permit me to start by asking you what is happening on the plateau. These incessant killings, you are big stakeholders in your states. Every other day, we hear of 20, 30, 50 killed. Are these humans or animals? What is happening?" Well, let me begin by thanking you for finding time to take up this very serious. This conflict that appears to have demonstrated now on the plateau every day. Human life is more or less statistics. In fact, 10 killed in insignificant number now. Most of the time, such numbers are not reported. 40, 50, 100, more than that, and it is either daily, within a period of, or sometimes weekly. That has been the scenario, and this started in 2001 when our peace was rebooted with the infamous Jos crisis, and it started in September of that year in Jos. From there, it migrated to the southern part of Plateau and remained there for 3 years. As a result, President Obasanjo declared a state of emergency because the government of the day was not giving attention to the killing that was going on. We may blame Obasanjo for breach of the constitution, declaring a state of emergency and removing the governor, but we fail to look at the attitude of government when human lives were lost daily. That nonchalant attitude that infected the attention of government has remained with us since 2001 to date. So if you continue to look at the figures, you must also compare any change in attitude of those responsible. What angered Obasanjo was that there were killings going on for over 48 hours and the governor was not in the country. And when he came back, he could not go to church. He went to watch football. That was the peak of executive irresponsibility by the then governor, Chief Joshua. Now, did Obasanjo's action produce the desired result? Yes, Obasanjo's action can compare with this popular Uganda case, where the CJN of Uganda asks this illegal question: was the constitution made for the people or the people for the constitution? Then he said, if a constitution which is supposed to protect the people does not seem to be protecting the people, should the people fold their arms and watch the constitution destroy them? He said the answer is on the negative, and he raised the poser. What should the people do? He said they should destroy the constitution. So, what you see happening on the plateau and by extension, the catastrophe taking place across the country is that we have a legal regime that have been ambushed and subverted by the very people who were created by the same constitution. So the governors in their various enclaves do not give attention to what benefits the people. When I was growing up as a young person in 1979, during the Second Republic, saying once there is a crisis, even when no life was lost, the civilian governor will visit the area. The presence of the civil authority there creates hope and a sense of belonging for the people. In all these killings, you rarely hear that the governor or his deputy visited the place. Even chairman of the local government, the chairman, the PF, the local government of the area are nowhere to be found. All you see is the security speaking. You don't see the governor speak. But under the military regime, once there is crisis everywhere, the administrator takes full control and brief people regularly. The problem now is that non-state actors are working in concert with the cluelessness of political leadership. The non-state actors have better knowledge and intelligence of the weakness of political leadership. That is the reason why they strike with precision and act with impunity. Of all the arrests you are hearing, of all government white papers on the crisis in the plateau, no single person has been prosecuted. This too is a contributory factor. There are people that have been indicted by the Commission of Inquiry set up on the plateau crisis, but nobody has been prosecuted. We are governed by impunity, he said. Okay, guys, I can't just go on and on. I'm dropping it here, guys. Kindly share your thoughts below the comment section. Thank you.